Hi everybody, this is Lisa Ellen with Film is Life. Today we're talking about how to play Real Delights movie card games. These are the introductory videos that just talk about how to play in general, regardless of what particular game you're going to play. And in this video we're talking about the pregame step 1, selecting the ground rules. The ground rules are decided by the players. However they want it to go is however it'll happen. It sets the degree of difficulty. So this is how we choose whether we want to play a friendly game just to have some fellowship and recreation, or whether we want to have a tournament and really put some challenge on each other and get a really good, great mental workout if that's what we want to do. So how we choose our ground rules is how we customize that for whatever style of play experience we want for that time. The ground rules apply for the whole sitting. You don't do this at the beginning of every one. Just what we decide now is what is going to hold for our entire time sitting here. It's not necessary to do it over and over. Also, when setting the rules in general, do this for how intense you want the play to be, from, like I said, from a casual, easygoing fellowship one up to a challenging, competitive style of play. We'll talk about how to adjust for particular people and those variables later, but this just sets, like how cutthroat do you want it to be or not. There are different ways to do that, and so we're going to talk about a couple of them now. You can pick and choose which ones you want to do. These are just some different ways of being able to heat it up or cool it down. One way to do this is for the answers. Is a general answer okay, which is easier, or must the answer be precise? So a general answer might be saying that guy who is in Inception and The Dark Knight Rises, and then we all kind of know who you're talking about, and that works. Or a precise answer would then be Tom Hardy. Do we want to allow hints, which is also easier, or leave people on their own and not allow hints, which of course is harder? And if we're going to allow hints, then anybody can offer them to anybody else at any time. There's no particular rule around that one. Just hints or no hints. We can also keep it as a friendly game by leaving the time open, whatever is a reasonable period of time for someone to answer. Or we can heat it up and make it a little bit more challenging, or a lot more challenging, by putting a time limit to answer. And a suggested time, if you put a time limit on it, is 90 seconds. That tends to work well, gives people enough time, but also puts some pressure on it at the same time. Another way to make it easier or harder is by what genres are chosen. So we could choose the genres at the beginning of each game or each hand, which is easier because that kind of gives everybody a chance for their particular forte. Or we could choose them once for the whole sitting, and that would be harder as it goes along. Another way to have the genre choosing heat it up or cool it down would be to have the group choose it, which would be easier. Or you could have the dealer choose them. So every time the dealer changes, then the genres change, and that can get that can get to be a lot of fun as well. Word to the wise, depending on how cutthroat you want it to be. Just as a general rule with genres, when choosing them, try to select at least as many as you have players. So if you have 3 players, then obviously you'd want at least 3 genres. And remember, there are 8 in the deck. So you can go from there. You can go up to as many as you like. And that's it for selecting the ground rules. That's how we decide how hard or how easy we want it to be, how friendly or how competitive. The next suggested video, if you're new, would be leveling the playing field. That's where we make it fun for everybody, regardless of level of expertise. Okay, that's it for me for now. This has been Lisa Ellen with Film is Life, and I will catch you on the next one.